I mean, Coach said it, this is a place I have always wanted to work. I've been very fortunate to work for great coaches at great places. But when I was in Northern Illinois, I was given the chance to recruit the state of Wisconsin for Coach Novak. And from that time on, this was the place for me that I wanted to work. And so it is a great day for me and a really, really exciting opportunity to come and be part of the great tradition that has been here from Coach Alvarez, back when I was watching it all the way then back to what Brett has done and continued on. And like he said, to come in here with, 2 back-to-back Big Ten championships is just an awesome day. So really, really excited. Any questions you have, I'd love to answer.
When you were looking at this place, can you articulate what are some of the things you liked that you said, hey, I'd like to work there someday?
I think it's exactly what Coach just talked about. I mean, I was able to recruit, where we were at in Northern Illinois, and we were building a program, from not much, just, and not saying it's exactly what Coach Alvarez did, but similar. And the players that were here in this state, the linemen, the tight ends, the things we could go get, the unbelievable, following from the high school coaches and all the people here. And it's just, you saw that, and you saw everything that was great about the place. And I've always had that, as a destination for me.
Do you have an offensive philosophy, or how would you answer that question? What is it?
Score points. And that's probably silly, but it's true. I think I've been very fortunate to work at great places with great coaches, with great players. And at Northern Illinois, Michael Turner, Thomas Hammock. I mean, I'm so excited to be back. I haven't got to see him yet. He's on the road, but recruited Thomas, Coach Thomas. We ran the ball. That's what we did, and we were really good at it. 2 guys over 1,000 yards, and obviously Michael's still playing, but Thomas had a great career. Went on to Indiana, and we threw the ball. And we had a quarterback who could run, and that's what we did. And because that was the talent, we had some wideouts, and that's what we did. And then you come and go back to Northern and had a great year this year. But the bottom line is I know what this place is about. And we're going to come in here and we're going to run the football. We're going to be physical because that's what the talent is. And we're going to find ways to score points. So certainly there's no question about the philosophy of Wisconsin and certainly the offensive philosophy of Wisconsin. So I'm just joining and being part of that philosophy.
You had a very experienced quarterback, obviously, in Chandler.
Sure.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a little bit of a different thing. What are some of the first things you want to do when you start to evaluate the personnel you've got, and how do you build up young guys who haven't played that much?
Well, obviously, I've done that as well. I've coached guys who haven't played a lot, and so you come in. I'm so excited. That's the next thing to do here. Just getting in today, I'm going to get on the phone and call those guys and reach out to them. Knew some of them through recruiting way back here and there, but just everybody's got a clean slate, and we're going to find the best way to maximize our talent. I think that's our job, is to put our players in position to make plays. And whatever our strengths are is what we're going to do. And that's what we've always done. And that's what we'll do with our quarterbacks. We're going to find what they do well and maximize that. And the weaknesses we're going to try to hide and not do.
Do you think labels get thrown around too much with coaches? Guys get categorized as spread guys or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I think we're fortunate as coaches. Some of us, we just coach. And, I love coaching ball. I love being a football coach. I got the greatest job in America. There's nothing better, no offense to what you guys get to do, but there's nothing better than calling plays and being around the guys and going down on Sunday night and figuring out what you're going to do and finding those matchups with the talent you've got. So, I'm not really hung up on labels. I understand that's something out there, but there's no question I wanted to work at Wisconsin for many, many years. And whatever offense I've been a part of, I know what the offense is here. And like Coach said, we're going to put together our terminology, and we teach it the way we teach it, and we got great coaches already here and get a couple more to come. So we'll come up with how we do those things. But the bottom line is we're going to coach football and, get ourselves back to, win a 3rd Big Ten championship, and follow the, what has been set by Coach Alvarez and, what Brett's continued on.
How many years have you called plays?
I have called plays, let's see. It's a tough question, sitting here having to draw a pause. 1, 2, 5, so 7. Not exactly much positive that sure, but 4 or 5 at Indiana and 1 at Northern before I left, and at Butler was my first job. So I've been doing it for a while. I really like it.
How much of a learning curve is there to call plays, to go from being a wide receivers coach or a running back coach to calling plays?
Yeah, I think it's like everything else. You hopefully get better at it every year. You certainly learn. We all have our, nuances, the things we feel comfortable doing. But I think it's something we all have our own way of doing it.
When you were calling plays against Wisconsin just a few months ago at Soldier Field, could you have imagined that just a few months later you'd be on the
No, especially not. No, I would not have. You never know. It's an unbelievable. This has been an unbelievable a few days, week, however you want to look at it for me. And how things turn out, you realize how blessed you are, and certain things happen for a reason. So no, I mean, the honest answer would be no. Certainly would hope so. Again, this isn't recruiting talk. This is a place that you can call my best friends, you can call anybody you want. This is a place that I wanted to be. So that part is awesome. But no, I didn't. I wasn't thinking about that day. I was trying to find a way to score.
How was Dave about the whole thing?
He was great. Dave knows what this place is about, and we did something they hadn't done for 28 years. So it was special. Dave gave me a tremendous opportunity and let me go at it and do it the way we wanted to do it and find the best way to go. So, but certainly wish me the best, and we're very good friends, and we'll continue to be. And he understands our business. He understands how special this place is.
Different offenses, different quarterbacks you've worked under and taught. What are some of the common traits they all had? The good ones, the ones who succeeded?
They're ball guys. They love ball. They're students of the game. I think when you look around, all the way through the NFL, the guys who play are the guys who study it and love it. And I think, certainly looking forward to seeing how that works with these guys and understand their strengths. And our philosophy will be keep it as simple as we can. And hopefully, I believe it firmly, nobody who plays us will think that. But for our kids, it will be simple. So we will find what our quarterbacks do well and make it simple for them. It will be a quarterback, if they like it, it's great. If they don't like it, it's out. Doesn't matter how many plays you can draw. It matters what our kids can do. It matters what they know, not what we can show them.
Chandler tells a story of you guys butting heads a little bit early on until he found out. Could you take us through that, how that worked out?
Well, Chandler, was mentioned. I mean, he had a lot of success. And he had gone through a lot of quarterback coaches. There'd been a lot of transition. And we all have our way of doing it. And we came in and changed the philosophy there. We ran the same plays, and that's kind of like you say about getting stereotyped. We felt like that was the best thing for us to do last year, to be no huddle, to go fast, and that was different. And, I coach the way I coach. I am who I am. I feel pretty confident in the system that we run. There's pretty good numbers to show our kids have played well. And Chandler, so we butted heads. How we gonna look at it? He had a great career, but he had a heck of a year. And he broke a whole bunch of records. So it all worked out pretty good. And I talked to him yesterday. And he certainly was very, complimentary and excited for me, and I appreciated that. And he's going to have a great run here with what he's doing.
With the bar that Paul and Chris set over the last couple of years, and specifically averaging over 40 points a game, is there a pressure, or will there be a pressure for you to pick up where he left off? Will you feel that at all? I think the pressure is for us to be great every day. And I think that's the pressure we're going to put on ourselves. And again, it's unbelievable respect for Paul, but we have got, it's a new team. Every year is different. And obviously that's the case here. You got new coaches, but you got new players too. And so there won't be nothing, trying to do that. It's going to be trying to win the third Big Ten title, to be great today, to do a great job getting to know our kids first, finding their strengths. Some guys, I'm sure, get a fresh start. That's always good. I was thought about this way with this coach. Now I got a new guy. And again, I'm excited to get to know the new coaches we've got. Zach and I have known each other a little bit through recruiting, but, we've got mutual friends and guys calling, you're going to like, it's just an awesome, awesome opportunity. So looking forward to enjoying tonight and talking some ball up here with Coach and doing it again tomorrow.
How important is the offensive line coach going to be, and are you going to have some input into that decision?
It's going to be extremely important. Obviously, you win up front. And all of us quarterback guys like to act like it's different, but we all know the truth, and it'll be an extremely important hire. I know Coach has got a great plan, and we're certainly involved in it and discussing it, but obviously, he's making those decisions. But I'm certainly aware of where we're going and what we're looking at and the important parts of each guy and what they bring to the table. But we're going to, Coach mentioned it. I mean, this is an unbelievable opportunity, to come beyond this staff. But if you're an offensive line coach, I'm guessing this would be a pretty good place to come to work. So there's some pretty good names. I got pretty popular yesterday about 1:30 every time this happened. So there's a lot of great coaches who are have tried to get to coach, who are calling, and we're not struggling to find great applicants. And I know Coach is he's got a great plan and has it all unbelievably organized. He knows where he's going.
Could you talk about the start of your coaching career? Your playing career was cut short by injury.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't a college player. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a college football coach. I've got unbelievable parents, and my dad's a veterinarian and works extremely hard. So I wasn't going to play. It didn't work out. Got recruited. Things went the way they did. Well, I'm going to go and I'm just going to go be a business guy. That's what I'm going to do. And the guy that recruited me at Indiana, Steve Stripling, I just happened to see him. Just bumped into him. How you doing? And obviously he could tell I must have been doing very good, And I said, wanted to coach, didn't get to play, can't coach in college if this doesn't work. And He said, you should come see Coach Mallory. So I went in to see Coach Mallory, and I walked into the room, and Coach said, you know, what are you doing? I said, well, you can't, you know. I used that word, and I'll never forget it. And he came across the table and said, if you want to coach, let's go. And I was blessed at the time. There used to be 5 GAs, and that year it went to 2. There's a whole bunch of work that somebody had to do. There needed to be somebody, there needed to be a grunt to go do it. And I was that guy. And that's how it started. I was in every meeting other than 2. From then on, became a GA, got hired at Butler, you know, unbelievable opportunity. Ken LaRose gave me a chance to go work and, you know, supplemented, you know, did some other jobs to make it work. Got to be a coordinator the second year, and then I went to work with Coach Novak and kind of gone from there. So, again, everything happens for a reason, and that's certainly been the case with me. And that's proven out the last couple weeks here.
Was that all 4 years as an undergrad assistant?
No, I started. It was like my sophomore spring, I think. I messed around there a little bit. So, but again, you know, Mike, you know, to go through all that about me. But I mean, it's the coaches that I've been around and the way it's worked from strip, everything to him to get me in there. Coach Mal giving me a chance. Coach LaRose giving me, you know, a job, and then Coach Novak and he was able to do at Northern, and the way it was built, and the guys we worked with, and then on and on and on. It's been unbelievable, and this is just a great day today to be here.